Hello, this is Pastor Rick, and I will welcome you to the Sunday Forum for this Sunday, February the 19th. And we're going to talk about mountaintop experiences. When was your last mountaintop experience? But we're heading into Ash Wednesday too, and so we want to talk about wilderness experiences as well. How are we with God? How is God with us, both on the mountaintops and in the rough places of our lives? So we're going to talk about three things on the Sunday Forum to prepare us for this season, because we're moving in the church season from Epiphany to this Sunday, Transfiguration Sunday, quite a unique experience actually. And then we're going to move to Ash Wednesday this upcoming week and the whole season of Lent. And so that whole flow of the church season is what we want to talk about on the Sunday Forum. So let's move through each of those to get a sense of the movement, which should reflect our spiritual experiences as well here at Emmanuel. First, Epiphany. Epiphany is how we usually begin the year. There are certain experiences that we highlight, certain stories of Jesus. The wise men who see a star in the east, Jesus' baptism, the beginning of his ministry. And again, each of these is an epiphany. It shows his glory. Now we're going to move to Transfiguration, which is the apex of that, but we move from the wedding of Cana, his miracle of changing water into wine, to miracle stories. And then, like I say, the apex is the Transfiguration, where he goes on the mountain top, and Peter, James, and John see him together with Moses and Elijah. Okay, that's really impressive. And he reveals his glory. They see him for who he is here, the Son of God. And that's the ultimate epiphany of who Jesus is, and it should be encouraging. The voice then speaks from the clouds saying, "This is my beloved Son, you should listen to him." So that is this amazing mountaintop experience, and that moves into our understanding this Sunday as we explore the depths of the experience. What did it mean that Jesus appeared, not just in his glory, shining like the sun, but with Elijah and with Moses? And together with Enoch, those three are often considered the deathless ones. Now, Moses did die. It says God buried him in a secret place, but that's the point. No one saw it. All of a sudden, he disappears from the group. And so Elijah, we know, God took up in the fiery chariot. He did not die, as well as Enoch. So these three are special characters in the Bible because of that unique experience of, so to speak, not dying. And so when the children of Israel talked about the future coming of the Messiah, it was always in terms that Elijah is going to play a role and Moses, not Enoch necessarily, but Elijah and Moses. And so it's very interesting on this Mount of Transfiguration, they're all up there with Jesus, I guess talking about the end times, talking about his messianic role. And so this is a very important part of then the story. In essence, we're getting a foretaste of the resurrected Jesus. Already we're seeing who he is, but before his suffering and death, he still has to go through suffering and death. So his real glory is revealed later, but this is a foretaste. We get a hint of what's coming at the end of the story. That's this Transfiguration Sunday, and often reflects our experiences as well. We've had mountaintop experiences, where through various things that happen in our life, we get a glimpse of who God is. It's a very powerful one. And yet we know those experiences, like with love, right? The romantic love, they're important. It's good to have those experiences, but that's not where you can stay. And so finally, just like Jesus, they have to move from the mountaintop down into the valleys, where they're going to have to do real ministry in healing and casting out demons. That's real life. So that's how we will move then through Transfiguration. But then Ash Wednesday is coming up, and you should be prepared in your mind. We'll have our service here at 5:30 on Ash Wednesday as we begin the Lenten journey. So like Jesus comes down the mountain into the valley, that's what we do experientially with Lent and with Ash Wednesday. We begin 40 days of preparation. And just like Noah, right, was in the ark 40 days, and the children of Israel are 40 days in the wilderness, we now spend 40 days now doing what, right? And there's two ways to approach both Ash Wednesday and Lent. One is the tradition of giving up something, all right? So people will practice fasting. That's a very important spiritual tradition. Sometimes it's not a complete fast. Sometimes it's a partial fast. Very traditional for our people here at Emmanuel. They might give up chocolate, or they might give up the news, or cable television, or technology, just to create some space in their lives, to get rid of the clutter. Some will just clean out their houses. It's kind of like a spring cleaning. And that's also a spiritual experience as well. But it's not, that is Lent, it's not just to get rid of things, it's to add things. So as you get rid of the clutter, as you start to win back some time, for example, you might want to do more Bible study or increase your devotional life. We'll have special services here at noonish during that time. You might also want to add acts of service. Some people will volunteer more during this time as a way of expressing their spirituality. Again, here not taking away something, but adding something to their spiritual life. And so we want to encourage this time to be a deep spiritual one of reflection. The old tradition was on Shrove Tuesday, you would take all the fatty foods of the house and get rid of them. Some of them you remember, Shrove Tuesday. Some call it even Pancake Tuesday. But these are ways and practical ways to prepare for a deeper spiritual walk. And so take some time, maybe go out and buy a devotional book, something special for the Lenten season. Here at Emmanuel, we'll do our best to add to the devotional life. We hope that you both take away and add so that you will continue your walk with the Lord, not just on the mountaintops, but in the valleys. Thanks for joining us on the Sunday Forum. We'll discuss the Lenten journey this Sunday during the Sunday Forum, 10:15 after worship. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye now.